Good morning, I'm Mai Rodriguez. Welcome to Pathways to Success, where we turn the spotlight on the heroes of the Philippine economy, our micro, small, and medium enterprises. We follow their inspiring journey and give great insight on what it takes to scale up their business. In today's digital era, selling luxury items online has revolutionized retail, granting consumers easy access to high-end brands at their fingertips. However, this booming market brings unique legal challenges that small businesses must navigate to protect authenticity and consumer rights. As we near the holiday season, when consumers are more likely to shop online, we will discuss key legal tips for online entrepreneurs looking to thrive in the glamorous yet complex world of luxury products. Here with us is Attorney Marlon Valderama. He's the founder of the first on-demand online legal solutions platform in the country. Hi, Attorney Marlon. Welcome to Pathways to Success.
Okay. Thank you, Mai, for this opportunity, and thank you to our viewers for giving this opportunity for us to impart our knowledge about legal tips on online selling.
Now, this is on demand because this is an app,
Yes.
right, that you created. And before we delve into this booming market, please tell us, Attorney, how this platform of yours helps businesses with legal concerns.
Well, usually MSMEs or micro, small, and medium enterprises are the vulnerable sector when it comes to legal challenges about their business, no? Most especially if it is online transaction because it's very technical. So our app, Lexm Inc., make legal helps simple for them to get lawyer advice, legal advice, as well as legal documents. So we provide them an on-demand legal advice. So even without leaving the stores, without leaving the comforts of their home, they could get legal advice and legal documents.
So now, Attorney, ano ba yung mga laws that are applicable laws covering this business of online selling?
Well, this 2024, there's a new law called the Internet Transactions Act of 2024 or Republic Act 11967, which outlines the booming industry of online selling or internet transaction. Here, we have a framework for our e-marketplace, the online merchants as well as the online consumers.
Luxury products, of course, come with higher stakes, especially online. So what are some of the legal requirements, the key legal requirements that sellers need to be mindful of when offering high-end or luxury products, particularly in ensuring authenticity, of course, and protecting consumer rights?
First of all, we have a price tag law. You need to put there the true, correct, and accurate price of that luxury item. Number two, the description, whether it is a brand new or being resold in the market or it is a second hand. And number three, the quantity as well as the quality, you should put it there. And there's a DOJ circular for that, that requires for online sellers to follow, no? And if you did not follow it, there is a penalty of imprisonment. That's
May
why
penalties na.
Yes.
Of course, bawal yung false advertising, 'di ba? And dapat yung description mo doon sa, for example, pre-loved or used item. May ranks pa yan, 'di ba? May rank A, B.
yes.
To describe how, like if it's mint condition or excellent used condition, right?
Yes. In fact, if you are selling a pre-love or yung second-hand luxury items, there's a grading system, whether it is 1 to 10, no? So if you say it's 9.5, when in truth, in fact, it is 5 only, then there's already a misrepresentation. And you could be held liable for a criminal case of estafa. And estafa, all we know is that there's a criminal penalty for that. There's a penalty for imprisonment for estafa.
Ano pa yung mga legal mistakes that online sellers make?
Well, usually using the picture, the picture of that luxury item. So every now and then I saw these sellers using the pictures in the advertisement of a luxury product, and they will post it as claiming that is their own. So bawal yun. If you want to sell a luxury item that you own, and then or that you are selling, then you should take a picture of it.
Yeah. The actual item.
The actual item.
On hand.
Yes.
Okay.
And not coming from the internet. Because there's a copyright law, no? And there's also, again, a penalty of imprisonment for violating the intellectual property rights of the
Dito
owner of
pumapasok
that.
yung intellectual property, which is critical for luxury products. So where designs, and brand names hold immense value doon sa intellectual property na sinasabi nila. So what legal precautions should online sellers take to avoid infringing on brand trademarks and designs?
So, actually, when you are selling a luxury item, and most likely it's a resold item, no? Resold item, a brand new one that you bought from a store, and then you're reselling it for a higher price, or it's a pre-loved product. So, you just put it there, you don't use the trademark that would damage the reputation of the trademark. So, for example, if you're saying that you are selling this kind of luxury bag, then just the name, I'm selling second hand, or it's very clear that it should be second hand, or I'm reselling this coming from this store or something to that effect. No, you are not allowed to put some additional words coming out of it dun sa mismong product, because you're not the brand owner of that to give representation as to what that product is. So it should be only the trademark. So,
Okay.
I'm selling this product. That's it. You're not allowed to put some words other than the description.
Attorney, let us now go to counterfeit products na naglipa na sa market. Ang dami-dami nila. So counterfeiting, of course, is very devastating for the luxury market. So legal steps po for online sellers, of course, to protect them from fake items or their items being resold without authorization.
Well, first of all, the counterfeit products usually are being sold because they are fake products. Okay, so the online seller who is selling this, they are directly participant to that crime. So they are directly liable for that selling of a fake product. So basically, if they are selling a fake products, then they could be held liable for it. Okay, because they are principal actor for selling a fake product.
What's the penalty now, attorney, for that?
Well, usually it's 6 years up to 20 years, depending on the amount as well as it's in our intellectual property code for infringement. And then there's also unfair competition if you're selling, again, fake products. There's 2 criminal case that could be filed against you. So for online sellers who are not sure what they are selling is really a AAA or an authentic luxury item, they should really scrutinize the product, because it is their responsibility to know the product that they are selling.
Okay, what an exciting discussion. Much more to talk about, attorney, but let's pause for a quick break. Up next, we'll explore the do's and don'ts that will help you avoid legal pitfalls and keep your business thriving. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Pathways to Success. For entrepreneurs who are in the online selling business, listen up as we explore the do's and don'ts every seller should keep in mind. We are still with Attorney Marlon helping us today. So Attorney, dun tayo sa do's and don'ts on how sellers can avoid fraudulent transactions online. And can you please give us an example?
Okay, so under the Internet Transactions Act of 2024, the merchant have the obligation to know their buyers, no? And we call it in law is caveat venditor, meaning sellers beware. So you have the sellers, the online sellers have the obligation to know their buyers. And one of the things that an online seller should do is to have a clear and accurate information about the identity of the buyer, so that pag nagkamayroon ng kaso, madali niyang malocate siya and to file a case against them. With the internet boom, yung paggawa ng mga fake identity, very madali na ngayon eh.
Yeah.
So
the seller needs to ask also yung mga
government-issued
IDs.
ID. Yeah.
Government-issued IDs.
Yes, yeah.
If necessary, yung NBI clearance, kailangan
No,
pa ba
not
yun?
necessarily.
Hindi
So,
na.
usually kasi, this would be a very fast transaction, ang online selling, no? And just a proof of identity would be the government-issued ID. They could, what do you call this? The birthday, they could redact it. Kumbaga, i-cover na lang nila, no? But that's one form of ensuring the identity of the buyer. Kasi nga...
The address also, and also kasama ba yung employer's name and address?
Yeah, usually that's one of the, kumbaga buffer information, so that you have an extra information that you could go after them. Once they give a false address ng residence nila, they could go after naman dun sa
Same
employer.
goes for the buyer. Dapat ito rin yung mga hinihingi
ng
ninyo.
mga seller. So,
yes.
So, pareho sila, no? And of course, usually, there are some signs, whether it is a fraudulent
Yung mga
customer,
red flags.
red flags, no?
Okay.
So, if ang bumibili sa'yo is bago yung Facebook, 3 months ago lang ginawa, then walang masyadong friends, wala masyadong pictures, then yan yung mga natin, And then, they are reluctant to give you information about their physical location. That's another one. And then, usually, yung transaction na about the delivery of the product, na ginagawa nila sa some sort of parang isolated na hindi public yung delivery sites, no? Yun, you have to be wary of them because may mga instances na online seller would deliver it themselves, and then dun nakikita, since luxury item to, may mga hold-uppers na gano'n ang sineset up nila.
Okay.
for a
One
hold-ups,
example that you can give us, attorney.
Well, one of the sample ng online selling fraudulent transactions would be a customer would call the online seller that I will be buying this luxury bag from you, and then yung pala may kausap siyang another buyer saying na sa akin mo i-deposit yung pera, and then siya naman, na-deposit ko na yung pera. And then papakita niya yung another customer, nakuha niya yung deposit slip, papakita niya, na-deposit ko na yung pera sa'yo na payment. So please deliver to me the luxury bags. So it would end up the online seller na deliver niya dun sa scammer yung bag na yon, And then another customer na nagbayad, hindi niya chinek whether that's the same person na nagbayad sa kanya. So if this customer na nag-deposit ng pera sa kanya naghabol, that online seller is liable to refund that money because hindi siya nag-follow dun sa requirement ng batas that the online seller should know their customer, no? It's
At nangyayari talaga to.
At nangyayari yan. And there are many cases
Marami ng
that I
cases.
handled like that, no? Lalo na dun sa selling of bags. No?
Of course, affluent buyers expect discretion. Dito naman pumapasok yung data privacy.
Yeah.
Ano? So how should a business handle privacy and data protection when dealing with high-end consumers online?
So basically, when you said data privacy, the online seller is called the data processor. No? Siya yung naghahandle ng data, private data, nung customer. And the online seller cannot process it outside of the purpose of the selling. No? It means, halimbawa, nagbentahan sila, and then nagkamayroon sila ng away, then the online seller posted the government issued ID of that customer. That's violation of data privacy because it's not in accordance with the purpose for which the data was given. It was only given for purposes of selling and buying. But for purposes of awayan nila and then ginamit yung data na yon and dinisclose sa public, that's illegal processing of data. When you said illegal processing of data, it's a criminal, criminal.
So you cannot post
case.
anything related to the buyer's information, private data,
So
identification.
Yes. In fact, there is a level of data in our data privacy law, sensitive if personal information and other informations. No, lalo na yung sensitive personal information, bawal mo talagang i-disclose yan, like birthday.
All right.
And address,
All right,
etc.
let's go to pricing, attorney, because luxury pricing can be complex.
Yes.
What are the common legal pitfalls to avoid when pricing and marketing luxury goods? And also give us warning signs dun sa mga deceptive practices.
So, basically, when it comes to pricing, it applies in all consumer products. Again, the price tag law, you need to put there the price. You cannot say na PM is the key, no? You post it on Facebook that you are selling these pre-loved luxury bags without posting the price.
The price, so.
And then when someone asks you how much, PM is the key.
Marami
That's
pa rin
illegal.
ganon, attorney.
That's
Hindi
illegal.
nila alam illegal na yun.
Yes, that's
But
illegal.
still, may kita mo yun sa Facebook and other social media accounts.
And in fact, it's a criminal offense, under the Consumer Act of the Philippines. So Article 81 of the Consumer Act of the Philippines prohibits yung,
To protect the consumer naman, how do you report such things?
well, you could just screenshot it and then send to the DTI, and they'll be the one to prosecute. Okay. Usually kasi sa pricing kasi it's more on the there's no law that prohibits the pricing of a particular luxury bag items or luxury item, kasi supply and demand yan, but there are consumer laws that protects the consumer, that when you say the pricing is this much, which is a brand new but nakalagay halimbawa doon, the description is brand new and yet yung pala second hand pala yun. So the consumer law will come in with that, And of course, yung pricing rin kasi is kailangan pag naglagay ka ng price mo, that's really the kasama na doon. Halimbawa, you need to inform the consumer whether kasama na dyan delivery, shipping charges,
everything should be stated already.
Together with the cancellation policy.
Attorney, let's go to promotions. Kasi like you said, diba, dapat walang false advertising. It also goes with promotions na how can promotions be structured without legal risks or hurting the brand's value?
Yes, in fact, you're not you're not allowed to advertise the trademark itself, because you're not the owner of the trademark. You're only allowed to tell to the public, I'm selling this luxury item. You don't need to put some other words dun sa ano na yun, sa advertising na yun. Just a simple statement that I'm selling this, together with the description, the price, etc. But it's already your risk if you are putting some sort of, this is a awesome and it will
Kaya
do
dun
this
sa mga
much.
pre-loved sellers, no? Sellers of pre-loved items, nakalagay naman dun yung not affiliated with the brand
Yes.
itself.
And usually, it would be safe for an online seller to put it, the word as is, where is,
Yeah.
basis, so that it would be now the obligation of the customer to inspect the item.
Okay, we'll have more things to discuss about luxury online selling. Coming up after the break, we will tackle dealing with returns, warranties, and complaints. Keep it here on Pathways to Success. Welcome back. If you have just tuned in, we are still with Attorney Marlon Valderama discussing the legalities of luxury online selling and key strategies for success in this exclusive market. Now, Attorney, high-end products often come with higher expectations. Now, how should a business handle returns, warranties, and consumer complaints to avoid potential legal disputes?
First of all, it should be handled professionally, no? Like a businessman, and not emotional about it. So sometimes maraming online seller that they are very defensive of their product being sold in the market. That
This is a business transaction, so keep it professional.
keep it professional. And based on experience, no, na marami akong kasong na-handle would be yung an online seller reacting violently or emotionally about the comments about the products that ripen into a criminal case because nagkamayroon ng insult from online seller dun sa
So,
nag-comment.
umaabot na sa korte.
Yes, oo,
Okay.
because bawal yun, no? You pine-personal mo yung nag-comment dun sa product na yon. So when it comes to halimbawa, nagkameron ng conflict between the customer, yung buyer, and the online seller, and nagkameron ng insulting remarks against the customer. So nag-ripen into criminal case yan, which is bawal yun. Cyber libel kasi yun, di ba? Pag nag-insultuhan kayo sa loob sa public, sa social media about the transaction. So siguro
basta keep it professional.
Keep it professional.
Okay, now what key piece of advice would you give to new sellers entering this market?
Well, for new sellers, no, siguro it would be best for you to first get some knowledge about the nuances of online selling. And one of these is, number one, making the right decision of putting up the business, whether it is a corporation or a single proprietorship. And the best person that could give you the advice are the lawyers, no? Usually the online lawyers or the e-commerce lawyers, who could give you the right advice how to handle these things from pre-incorporation up to the post-operation of your online selling business. So the best defense against problems or legal problems for online sellers would be preventive litigation. Prevent litigation at the very start. Sa simula pa lang, alamin nyo na ano yung mali so that you could prevent any complaints.
Yes. And for any disputes, resolve it quietly, professionally.
Yes, correct.
Okay, thank you, attorney, for joining us today. That's today's episode. Remember, as an entrepreneur, success in this market requires not only a passion for high-end products, but also a clear understanding of the legal aspects involved. I'm Mai Rodriguez. Tune in tomorrow for a new episode of Pathways to Success right here on BNC, the Billionario News Channel.